It's always about trying to make it more creative, or like how to one-up yourself.
The acts are based off the traditions, but the whole concept of Carnivolution is pushing the limits of these ideas.
Sometimes it's good to rehearse something before you do it, but a lot of times you kind of just have to go with the wind and do stuff impromptu. I mean, yeah, like I've done piercing stuff before, and do I really want to practice that in my own time? No, it hurts, you know? If you can kind of research it and be like, listen, I could, pierce through my cheek, I know I can probably do it, so practicing it maybe isn't the best move. Maybe sometimes just going up on stage and just letting your adrenaline kick in and just have a good time and make sure everyone gets freaked out, but it's at the end of the day, you can only practice so much. I mean, there's always so much risk involved that you always kind of have to use your best judgment.
Sometimes it really does hurt, and sometimes you can figure out ways to make it hurt a little less, but I think pretty much everything is going to hurt in some way.
I think a challenge that's kind of overlooked is almost the audience engagement. It's kind of a weird thing when you have an audience watching you do things that are kind of uncomfortable at the end of the day. It's almost like you're trying to convince the audience that what you're doing is okay, and I think this is a very difficult part about making the audience feel comfortable, about the fact that you're swallowing swords, getting covered in glass, or piercing yourself on stage, or anything really. It's almost like you're trying to make something that's very chaotic and dangerous seem like it's not.
Pain is very relative. So something could look like it hurts really badly, and it could just feel like a tickle. It could just be for fun. But if you're prepared for pain mentally, and you've experienced this sensation before, it's more like information and discomfort than pain. But pain, to me, is when it takes you off guard, when you least expect it to happen. But for the acts, we try not to put ourselves in overwhelming amounts of pain that we're not already used to and ready for.
When it comes to pain, I enjoy the experience of pain on stage. Like Jelly was saying, if it's like something that happens to you accidentally, it's a totally different thing. You're not ready for it. But if it's something that I'm doing on stage and it's painful, so the pain gives you an adrenaline rush, which is also a mental thing for me too, because when I was younger, if I got cut or if I got a needle or something like that, I would pass out. It was just like this involuntary response. But through doing these sideshow stunts and experiencing the pain that I experience as a performance artist, it's helped me out in my everyday life of not having so much of a problem with those experiences.
A lot of what we're doing is transcending pain by putting our minds in a different place.
Our plans for the future to keep Carnivolution alive, whether it's at the Tiberino Museum, the place it's been the whole time, or possibly taking the whole show on the road in a traveling circus tent.